Good morning, my name's Chris Furlong here from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm currently doing my marathon training, second marathon that is. I've just got back from a run, so I do apologise if I'm all puffy or look a bit sweaty, but look, I just want to go through a couple of questions that I've been asked to answer, and I'm so excited to actually be involved in this, and I hope there's something of value here for you guys as well. So let's get into it. So the first question is why or when did I start running? Why? It was originally for weight loss, and this is probably about 5-6 years ago. Started off running just to lose some weight, and then I realized that I kind of got addicted to the growth factor from it. So as I got out, I was able to run further, I was able to run faster, and for me that was what it actually turned it into being. It was more of the challenge, it was more of the being competitive against myself, and I learned to love it more than just for an exercise, but for a sport and for something as a bit of a hobby as well. How do I prepare for a race? Well, look, it kind of depends on the race. If it's something that I've been training for over a long period of time, like this 18-week training program for the marathon, that's obviously, it's a build-up, it's over a series of weeks, but usually the night before there's a bit of a routine of, I have my favorite meal, which is carb loading before the run, and that's usually tacos, which is a mixture of spaghetti and tacos together, and then making sure that I just have hydrated the few days before it quite well, and then the morning before the race I actually have a protein shake or a bit of a smoothie with Inca Organics, and that's a type of protein here in Melbourne, Australia. And yeah, just kind of keep it light and easy, but it all depends on the size of the distance. If it's something small and sweet, I don't really think about it too much. Maybe it's just some toast or some eggs or a cup of tea. But if it's something a bit bigger, I'm very, very structured in how I do it, because the last thing I want is having to go to the toilet while I'm out on the run or something. So if you have questions about that, let me know. Next question is, how do I stay nutritionally healthy? Well, look, I could be better at this, and this is something that I struggle in. Full transparency is, I try to keep myself maintained and, in a good position. When I originally lost the weight, I lost 22 kilos, down from 105 to around 81 kilos or something, and around there somewhere. And since then I've just kind of been maintaining it, and I fluctuate through the year as when I'm not doing my peak running training, for a marathon or a half marathon. Well, obviously, I'm not doing as much, but yeah, look, when it comes down to food, I do try to keep healthy. Hydration is key. But look, to be honest, this is an area where I'm not an expert, and I'm being 100% transparent. There's no secret to it. One thing that I am a go-to is I love Inca Organics, which is part of a protein here, and I can chuck it up on screen. But the other thing is I love my morning smoothies, which is just banana, blueberries, a bit of the protein from Inca Organics, some almond milk, coconut water, some cinnamon, a whole lot of different things in there, but it's good, and that keeps me packing, and usually that's what I like to enjoy, to keep my running to where I want it to be. But nah, look, I don't have any secret sauce for you. How do I recover after a run? So probably it's mainly just to do with foam rolling, stretching, depending on the type of run. If it's been a long run, like when I did my marathon, it was, I went to some hot springs the next day and made sure I recovered my body properly. But if it's something small and sweet, like a 5K, usually just walking it off or whatnot. But after a long solid run, especially after being training for a long period of time, I like to just kick back, relax. I've done the hard yards and put in the effort, so it's worth just to give the body the break it deserves. And a lot of that's just from foam rolling, stretching, keeping the body moving, and spoiling myself with some treats. One of my top tips for beginner runners is, like, just get out and do it. That's all you need to do. Don't think about it too much. If your first run, you get out and you're worried that you're going to be walking, well, that's probably the case. So just do it. Run, walk, run, whatever you need to do. aim for a target, say 3K or a loop of something, and just give it a go, and then it will come naturally. That's probably the main advice I have, and then just start to enjoy it. Don't get too stuck up in it, and I think you'll find that you'll feel good, you'll realize that you're growing, and you'll want to do more. That's my take. That's how I felt. All right. So thank you for watching Hybrid Running. It's been great to be able to, jump in and be able to help with this interview and support you guys. And also, yeah, it's been great to be able to answer these questions. And I look forward to, if there is any other comments or questions that anyone has, please do reach out. You can find my details in the description below, and look forward to hearing from you. And always remember to enjoy the run. All right, ciao.